What's up everybody, welcome back to my laboratory where safety is number one priority, and today we're going to put to the test 5 survival and camping gadgets. Let's see what I got this time. For the first camping gadget, I got here easy blow up mattress over here. This is mostly to sit. You just open it up like that, very simple, and just get the air going, and then close it and open up the second hole right here, and then go in here like that. It's much easier if you're at the beach and there's a really windy day. And then you just close it and spin this end right here. Spin it, it gets pretty tight, and all we have to do is just plug this together. That's it. And now I have a blow up mattress. Let's sit on it. I have put to the test something like this before, but this one is very different because it has a pillow at the end like that. Okay, let's see. Boom. Wow, how comfortable is that? I should sit up a little bit. There you go. I really like the pillow because that way I can really look out what's ahead of me, maybe even sit by the beach, sit on top of a mountain like this and enjoy the view. So I might even put it in my car, go on a parkway, pull over into the overlook and enjoy myself, maybe read a book, listen to music, have a little picnic, sitting on a couch anywhere I want to. It's more than a couch, it's like a bed. Very comfortable. And did you see how fast it was to inflate it? Now the question, how easy it is to deflate it. Just press these two, open it, and then just fold it together and deflate it. How cool is that? Obviously, whenever you're going to unfold it together, you're going to spin it towards this end. The tighter you're going to spin it, the smaller it's going to fold together. So I actually managed to put it in a holder. It was actually not too horrible. That plastic part is the tricky way to put it in, but as you can see, if you fold it properly, it's not even that big. You can put it for hiking with you next time you go to. And it's not only for camping, you can take it anywhere, even to the park. Love this. For the next gadget, I got here survival lens. It feels like plastic, very light, but it is very big lens, as you can see. So lightweight, stick it in your backpack, and let's try to start a fire with it. Got a few leaves right here. Look how big that is. You just instantly just point it at any leaves. Look how fast it's smoking. And the sun is not even crazy. It's September, cloudy a little bit. You see it's hitting the clouds, but because the lens is so big, it is make them smoke instantly. There you go. No way. And just the leaves burning. I didn't blow on it or anything. That is crazy. I can just add on little leaves. Leaves are everywhere right now. It's springtime. Look at that. No way. I didn't even have to blow at it. Now we can get a big fire going. Obviously, next you know what to do. Add on little twigs. We got fire going just with the leaves. Usually it's really hard to get the leaves going on fire. It's been pretty dry out here. You see, these leaves are really dry, so burning no problem. So yeah, this is definitely an awesome survival kit right here item, because in a sunny day, springtime, had no problem. For the next gadget, I got here survival water storage bag. As you can see, it's pretty small one, lightweight, but during the hurricanes, tornadoes, whatever, it's pretty big. So what we're going to do is fill it up with water and see how well it's going to hold the water. I'm going to try to stand on it because that's what they will advertise. It's supposed to be really durable. Okay, we're going to take the stopper off, and looks like it's a perfect size. There's also attachment right here to turn the water on and off this way. we're gonna put it on this end. Okay, and let's fill it up. It probably would be a good idea to put it on top of something, because right here, that's how we're going to pour it out. So this one, I'm pretty sure about 30 or 60 gallons. This is a different sizes they sell. This has got to be 30 to 60 gallons easily. I like that by opening this, it does not try to spill out. You see what I'm saying? This is cool. So I can even pull water from here by pushing it. So very, very nice. So I'm gonna put a stopper on this one. And then if you would stand this up on something before you fill it up, you see, the water will pour it out. So you can put it on a glass or whatever. Even when it's laying down, there's enough pressure for water to come out. This is cool. So you don't need any kind of pumps. Just gonna step it right on top of it. I don't know if I can. Whoa, that is definitely very durable. Wow, that is nice. Pours the water very nicely and easy to close it, so you don't need any complicated pumps. Just fill it up, ready to use. For the next gadget, I got here about 6-year-old survival kit. So let's open it up and see what it's all about. By the way, this was used by military, I'm pretty sure. So let me move it towards you and let's unroll it. I love the pouch. Check this out. So you got here everything for fishing, any kind of fishing. So first of all, you got here gloves. Not sure if the gloves are original or not, but very nice. When you're catching the fish, it's nice to have gloves. Put this back. Second, as you can see, all of this is wooden and ropes instead of those, what do you call this? Instead of fishing line, all I have is fishing rope. And really, really thick. Check this out. Look at this hook built into the sinker. This is called treble hook. When you catch a fish, sometimes it's such a mess to take it out. But it's already with the sinker. I think this hook is more like for the ocean fishing. Very nice one right here. As you can see, also very easy to take it out, unroll it. What you need, you take out. Then you have quickly take out another fishing hook. I love this one a lot. Look at that. You got here sinker and you got here a hook on this metal wire and a big enough hook to catch some good size flounder or whatever. Wow, this is a really nice one. I bought this on eBay. You can actually buy it easily. There's a lot of them on eBay. I'm gonna put this back in and close it back up. Look how easy it is to take it off and on these pieces. Have no idea what you're gonna catch this for. Looks like more like an anchor for a canoe or something. I'm not really sure. This is like a little harpoon almost. What would you catch with this? Let me know in comments below. This is interesting device right here. Next one is all tangled up a little bit. This one is amazing. Look at this lure. It has actual feathers. This is a vintage one and there's markings on them. Super nice, and big hook at the end, obviously for the big fish. As you can see, this fishing kit is mostly ocean fishing, that's for sure. I like this thick rope and at the end the lure with the wire, so it makes it really easy to fish for stuff. Look at that, there's another hook fell off or something. I think of this one. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in. Now it's not going to get messed up. What is that? No way, is this a fishing net of some sort? Whoa. By the way guys, I bought it and I usually don't open stuff up till I review it. Okay, it opens it up like this and then you can catch smaller fish like this. It makes sense, right? Very, very nice. So I'm gonna stop bending it up and down and close it back up. Looks like it's been used too. Another hook. Actually there's 3 hooks separated. This one probably fell off from here. I'm gonna put it back in this cork. Not sure if it came like that or somebody just put the cork in just to make it a little bit extra safe. Oh wow, look at that, another lure with real feathers, and this is plastic on top of it. Very nice. I'm gonna put this back into here. Okay, another lure right here. This one is for trolling also, or casting, whatever you can do. Boom, look at this hook. This is nice. That's a really big one. And as you can see, the rope is much thinner on this one, so I guess it's for the smaller fish. Anyways, gonna put this one back in. Okay, what is this? I have no idea. Looks like, oh, it's a knife sharpening stone with a sinker. Another extra hook, going to put it into here. This is right here is more so for the lake. Much thinner, like with a very light sinker. I think this is bait. No way. I wonder if it's actual some kind of calamari or something. Very old bait. Looks like beef jerky. And the most important, look at this knife. I love this long knife handle and a tiny knife, so that way it's easily to chop up and clean up the fish or whatever, take a piece off or clean up the bait. This is perfect. So I'm gonna put this back in, and also there's a knife holder inside there, so that way it's not gonna cut through this little baggie. Okay, I'm gonna put this in one of those pockets as well, so that way it doesn't fly around everywhere. Boom. So what do you guys think? And I'm pretty sure there's a few different kinds. Some of them much bigger, some of them much smaller, and different conditions because they're really old. I'm pretty sure they were used a lot. So maybe in the future videos I'm gonna take this to Virginia Beach and I'm going to try to catch some fish with that, like bluefish. Who knows what I'll catch, flounder. Anyways, I think this is pretty amazing vintage survival kit. Definitely would be able to catch some fish if I had some kind of boat. And the last one, obviously very important, is a camping survival shovel. So you open it up and all you have to do is just twist this to tighten everything up, and then you can dig a hole, make a fire pit, make a Dakota fire pit. As you can see, digs really well. It came off. Make sure this is much tighter. There you go. So if the dirt is kind of hard to dig, you can fold this, then close this back up, and you see how I can hold it. Very nice holder. Boom. I love this folding shovel so much. There's so many uses with them, and of course you can fold this back up. Boom, you're done. This is amazing. Let me know in comments below which gadget was your favorite. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.